Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is September 24th, 2024. That's interesting. Shalom. 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 Greetings, I am Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. Welcome to our Bio-relativity planetary healing meditations. Planetary healing is connected to the thoughts and intentions of the main species on the planet. As you know, the primary species now is man, Homo sapien. Everything that will continue to exist, whether it be plant or animal life, is now dependent on what humanity does. What may not be totally clear is the Earth herself. And is there a relationship between what humanity is doing to the planet and the weather and the hurricanes and the geological shiftings, including earthquakes? Is it clear to everyone that there is a relationship, and what happens even on one part of the planet by humanity, such as the dropping of a bomb or a nuclear explosion, affects other parts of the planet? It may not be as obvious immediately, and it could be related to an accumulative effect that is repeating the same problem or blocking the same meridian continuously can lead to this negative impact. But remember, the negative impact is measured by how it affects the delicate balance of the biosphere. For the beauty of Gaia and the beauty of this planet is that Gaia has been able to hold this delicate balance, which includes the proper percentages of oxygen and hydrogen and other chemicals in the atmosphere and chemical substances in the soil and certain temperatures in the ocean. All of this is part of a fragile, delicate, but ingenious effect by Gaia, that she, as a planetary spirit, has been able, for many, many years now, she's been able to hold this delicate balance. But you and I are seeing now that this balance is being threatened on multiple levels. The good news is that Gaia is receptive to the feedback of humanity, and that Gaia is receptive to those like the Arcturian starseeds who want to communicate and give feedback to Gaia. So no matter how far out of balance you might think Gaia has become, we, the Arcturians, know that Gaia is a resilient planet and that she is able to respond for your requests and your feedback. So take 3 deep breaths now. And go into the state of spiritual relaxation. A state that is deeper than physical relaxation. A state in which you connect to your spirit body, to your energy field. A state in which you have multidimensional abilities such as thought projection and higher psychic powers that enable you to telepathically communicate with Gaia. I, Giuliano, send down a corridor of light over each of your rooms as you are listening to my meditation. I send down this corridor of light, and it is over your room. And now allow your spirit body to rise up. Feel the lightness. Feel the freedom as your spirit body rises up through your crown chakra and enters the 5th dimensional corridor of light that I have sent to each of your rooms. And travel now at the speed of thought through this corridor directly to my starship Athena, which is now in an interdimensional corridor over the North Pole. You arrived at my starship Athena, and I, Giuliano and Helio, greet you, welcome you into our beautiful starship. What a joy it is to live on our starship, for it is filled and bathed continually in spiritual light of the highest dimension. We walk down the hallway, and there we enter the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber, a special chamber that Helio and I have set up for the Arcturian starseeds to enable you to better communicate telepathically with Gaia and to use the special holographic imagery that we have established. In the center of the room is a holographic image of the planet Earth. And the energy that we send to the holographic image and the thought patterns that we manifest using this image go directly into Gaia, receptor and feedback loop system. The feedback loop system is the core evolutionary planetary achievement of Gaia. Not every planet, in fact, most planets do not have a feedback loop system. And Gaia has a very sophisticated one, I may add. So you enter the room, we sit around the beautiful holographic image, a sphere, and we see that it's zoomed in on North America. And we bring our first attention to what's called the Madrid Fault Line in the center of the Midwest of the United States along Missouri, Mississippi. And this was a huge, and is a huge fault line, which to our knowledge did have a strong earthquake approximately in the 1815 to 1820 time period And that earthquake was so strong that it changed the course of the river. Now, there was not very many people living along the river. But think about today, 2024, and this is a totally different situation. So we are wanting to stabilize and strengthen the geographic and geological composition of this fault line so that it is not in danger of slipping or creating another earthquake. So travel holographically with me to the Madrid fault line, and then directly over that fault line, I send down a white screen. And on that screen, we will use this affirmation: Gaia, strengthen the fault line, the Madrid fault line, on all levels to prevent any future earthquakes. Gaia, strengthen the fault line on all levels to prevent any future earthquakes in this line. We'll go into meditation now as we focus on that affirmation. Focus on the affirmation on the screen and focus on your connections to Gaia. This affirmation, which is written on the white screen, now is filled with your powerful thought energy field, and it has strengthened due to our work together in the presence of the holographic image. Visualize the fault line itself strengthening in your imagination now. Places, travel up and down the fault, places that may be in danger of slipping are made more solid. And I, Giuliano, take the white screen with our thoughts and affirmation, and I download it now into the Earth's feedback loop system where Gaia receives it. Next, we move the imagery of the North America to Canada, and also to the western part of the United States, including California, wherever there are continual forest fires that are very dangerous to life and to the biosphere. Again, I bring down a white screen and we ask Gaia, provide the necessary moisture to extinguish all fires in Canada and the western part of the United States now. hold that thought, and we will go back into meditation for several minutes, thinking of those words, strengthening those words. Very good. Now, this screen with our energy and thoughts is downloaded by me, Giuliano, into the Earth's feedback loop system, where she receives the request. Next, we zoom in on the Gulf, and we see the hurricane known as Helena or Helen coming towards the coastline, possibly arriving on Thursday towards the Florida area. So let us visualize again a weakening of this hurricane. We all know that the heat from the waters strengthened the hurricane. Giuliano, with your thoughts, send the powerful thought imagery of the cooling of the waters or stabilization so that the hurricane does not strengthen from the warmth of the waters, and that it will arrive as a weakened storm, not as a strong storm. Remember, this is an expression of Gaia, and the storm itself is coming, but we are asking Gaia to moderate the strength of the storm. So a white screen comes down, and we say on the screen, modify and weaken this coming hurricane called Helene, so minimum damage and discomfort is experienced by the residents in the Gulf area. We'll hold that thought for 1 minute. And so it shall be. The energies on the screen are now downloaded into the Earth's feedback loop system, and Gaia receives them. And with our arcane powers, we have communicated strongly and directly and with love to our beloved spirit of the earth, Gaia. Now it is time to leave the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber. You stand up and walk out of the healing room. Walk down the hallway. And then find the corridor from which you came. And travel now in this corridor at the speed of thought back into your earth body on the third dimension. You arrive, your spirit arrives 6 feet above the physical body and re-enter now in perfect alignment, bringing with you the highly charged fifth-dimensional healing energy from my starship, and integrate that now into your third-dimensional physical body. You may open your eyes and return to normal consciousness. I am Giuliano. Good day.